Welcome back to Daniel Rambles. I'm Daniel, and I am here with my guests, Hamilton and Excel. Now, both of these little rascals came with us on many adventures on our way back from New York City. This little guy was one of Janine's, Christmas presents a few years ago. She was curious why I got her a little appa that didn't have a straight arrow, and that looks so unique. In the end, she learned to love him and gave him a real name, Excel. And then this little Hamilton guy we got at the carnival in New York City. We debated whether or not we should actually take him on the journey because he took up the entire back seat of the car. And he had a lot of personality. Didn't like my music choices, wouldn't rap along to the music in general, but somehow we got back. And now I got all these little cuddle bugs all nice and cradled away back here in the Minnesota land. And we're not really sure when we're going on the next adventure. Hopefully October, maybe to California. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Nice that time of year. Get out of Minnesota before the snowstorm hits. Ideally. Maybe run another Tough Mudder. Bring our suits this time because we haven't actually gotten to run one together in a couple of years. Has it been a couple of years? It feels like a couple. Maybe it's only been one. I don't know. But the Muddy Frolickers need to get back together and start running again. So those are a few updates from life. So some philosophical ideas to consider, to chew on. We have Socrates' 3 sieves. So whenever you want to share information with an individual, you want to pass it through these 3 sieves. I think we've talked about this before, but it doesn't matter. It's important to review. So, sieve number 1. Is the information you're going to share true? Is it true about yourself? Is it true about the individual that you're sharing the information for? Is this information true, and do you know for a fact that it is, and it's not just an opinion? If you can confirm that the information is true, we move on to sieve number 2, and that is the information nice? Is the information you're sharing about yourself nice, or is the information that you're sharing about your counterpart nice? This is a very important one because we don't want to be spreading mean gossip, especially if it isn't true or nice. So that's sieve number 2. Sieve number 3 is this information relevant to your counterpart, the individual you're sharing it to, or is it even relevant to you? If you're constantly sharing your gripes and frustrations to the world, does that bring you up? Does that uplift you? Does that edify you? Or does it edify your counterparts? If it doesn't, then maybe you should just avoid talking about the things that aren't true, that aren't nice, and that aren't edifying. Because, we only have so many words that we can use in a day, so here's what make them useful. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, and toodles.